Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get ready with the game again. Of course, we're on Mirage. First game of the tournament, so...
First game of this season of Counter-Strike.
Yes,
essentially.
indeed.
Yeah.
I really look forward to it. We didn't really get to see too much, but obviously Astralis winning the first 3 rounds, which means our Grayhound have a chance to pick up rifles, see what they can do in the 4th round.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's going to be exciting. We all know that they need to get off to a good start.
They need to have some like miraculous heroics very early on. They need to establish some economy in these next 3 rounds. And I mean, essentially, they just need to start winning immediately. They need to build up some kind of a bank, some kind of an advantage that they can have over Astralis in the early going of this game. It is 3-0 Device with his AWP. You imagine he's going to be so tough for Gratisfaction to handle. He's made the jump this time. He did miss it earlier. But look at Astralis setting up for an execute at this 8 bomb site. They're giving up the map. They're just going to march right into this.
Yeah, but look at the information he's getting, Gratisfaction. There are 3 smokes in the middle, and he's realizing by now, well, no one's actually showing up. Now when they see the grenades on A, they should be able to put 2 and 2 together and realize exactly what's coming. A bit of a smoke there to block off the vision from the stairwell, and more grenades raining in. Astralis really using almost all of their grenades to just try and get onto the bomb site, which means in the afterplant, they're not going to have that many, and that could be a big problem. Good kill, though, taking down Malta.
This is such a nice execute from Astralis, and this is what I was talking about. Just keep things simple. They know Grayhound doesn't have the counter utility to push through the smokes, and they know they certainly don't have that or the kits for the post plant. And with the man advantage now, I think Greyhound's just got a call for the save. They've got no leg to stand on in this retake.
They take down Glaive. And actually, did he have the Molotov, or did they already use it? I feel like Astralis had one somewhere, but can't see it currently picked up. There's Fates going down, and Meg is going to be taking down Gratisfaction. That's the AWP gone. So now, I bet they wish they'd taken you up on that safe call, Moses, because there's a bit of a problem. Dexter doing his best, and he's going to take a couple of people with him. It's just not going to be enough. It'll be Astralis winning round number 4, and this is a big problem.
It's a very big problem losing all of that, and that's why you think you call the save at the moment when you're in a 4 on 5 and you've lost the bomb site and the plant's already 10 seconds gone. You just don't really have anything to do, and if Astralis is just going to perch up Device with an AWP for a post plant on that A ramp, and you don't have a smoke for it, you're not getting by. You're going to take too many losses from him alone. Now back to pistols for Grayhound. And here's that mid control coming in for Astralis, and this time a bit more aggressive as Glaive picks up the pace and marches his way towards the smokes on Catwalk.
Playing close with the P250, obviously a good pistol for it. Within 1-shot range almost all the time here, so if he'd hit the headshot there on Glaive, that would have been enough for a kill. But that doesn't really happen. Oh, but Fates is going to be taking down Device. No problem, that Deagle ringing true for the 1 kill. The rest of it is not really going to be working out for Dick Stacy, just hiding inside of the B-bomb site. Don't think there was much that he could have done anyway, so can't really blame him all that much. I wonder if there was anything in that last round where they had the AWP and Gratisfaction had sort of cleared middle. Could they have done more to be quicker on A? Could they have seen it coming? Or were they pretty much playing to the information that they had?
I think they were just kind of playing to the information they had. It's always tough to kind of call that one out, but it is a good effort out of them. I think the tough part is Astralis is just they're so very good at just kind of coordinating when 2 prongs of an attack are coming in, right? So even if you read it, it's always a very hard situation. Here is some aggression on A ramp, and this is going to be fast-paced. Look at this. This is going to be marching right up towards that smoke and connector. Gratisfaction peering over. He's playing it differently, and unfortunately, Astralis is heading towards him in a completely different fashion. He's going to get caught off guard.
He knows. He had that feeling, you could tell. And they are right on the other side, boosting inside of the window. Dupree with the Galil going to win that fight against Fates, and that's a bit of a problem. Flashbang, Dexter did turn around for it, but you can tell Gratisfaction is very scared. They might be coming in from any direction right now. Dexter wants to get close. He's going to be taking down Device. That's a big win, and now he's up in the apartments. That actually maybe could slow down Astralis a fair bit. The follow-up Molotov as well. And Malta going to be taking down Dupree. Glaive finally bringing it back a little bit, but it's still a 3-on-3. Health advantage for Astralis.
Dick Stacy has been flanking this whole time, and that was a big piece of the information that allowed Grayhound to be so confident in this A bomb site. But he went so far. He thinks they're committing. Plenty of time on the clock because of how aggressive Astralis was. Magisk now turns into a lurker, and he's going to play this so well. He's going to get at least 1, but he misses the shot. That was a low HP player. Dexter going to go down anyways. Beautiful work from Magisk, and the round, again, is over. But it seemed like Grayhound actually played that one so smart. It's just all taken away by Astralis.
Yeah, they slowed it down in that 3-on-3. They just decided, let's just push the pause button and wait for a while. And that really paid off.
And you have the luxury of that because Astralis obviously isn't scared to do anything aggressive or quick-paced at the start of the round, right? They're getting into action very, very quick, very early, and you could see, I think, at certain points, players from Grayhound just felt, you know, very comfortable in the kills that they had gotten. I think actually Dexter made a great play. He gets that kill in Palace, and he pushes in. Now, Astralis thinks he's going to hold that, because that would have been the smartest play if he just stays up there, right? Because that becomes so hard to take the A bomb site. When he kind of comes out, it's a bit overexposed, but you like the play overall. And obviously the flank from Dick Stacy that turns out to not really be the winning recipe, but certainly gave them some information.
Yeah, this round, they're playing against a couple of upgraded pistols. Bit of a failed Molotov, I think. They maybe wanted, or maybe they want to check the corner. I thought they already had one there. Did they throw the Molotov down the ladder from all the way back in the hallways? Did they really bounce it? I mean, there's a new corner in that, remember? They changed the map slightly.
Okay.
So I saw they were lining up. I kind of wish I could see a replay of that. Because
I didn't catch it.
Normally you actually get to get quite close to the actual balcony before you can throw that Molotov. So if they figured out a way to throw it without any exposure at all, that's kind of interesting. I almost feel like they've had to, because I don't know where that would have come from. I have to go back and watch replay now. I'll have to do actual work.
We'll keep our eyes on it next time. They're shame on them for making you earn that paycheck.
How dare they?
Well, oh, that's not great. They know there's aggression. He's caught out, and yeah, Malta's not going anywhere. Dupree's able to take him down, and just not quick enough getting out of the window. And now again, just such early advantage. And look at Dupree picking up the pace, even reading the position. No ammo to really span this. He's out of bullets. Fates is still going to take a decent amount of damage, but again, just massive control to Astralis 20 seconds into the round.
It's even worse. He jumps out the window, and when he lands on the low ground, there's a smoke behind him, so his teammate can't even help him.
Yep.
They were up there, and they were in connector, but they were smoked out. Gratisfaction going to be taken down. Device. That is good news. Big Stacy inside the B bomb side. That's a good adjustment, but Dupree's going to hit that instantaneous headshot. Fate's now coming in. Very nervous, and he should be. He's on top of the truck, already taking him down. And now there should be a free bomb plant. And how do you retake this with no grenades and an AWP?
Gratisfaction needs to hold the op and just mark it with an angle held, and now he's kind of committed almost too far. But really, he can't do anything until his teammate Dexter comes in on the flank. They need to decide, one, if they're going to go for it, and two, Dexter has to be the one to make the initial contact. You're not getting out of this market against 3 players with an AWP, and I think they're going to call for the save here. Setting up perhaps for some exit kills, but that's not going to do anything. The economy of Astralis is just too strong. They found the position of the op, and now they know it's a save as well, so they can start evacuating and going on the hunt.
Yeah, gonna go see if they could find somebody. Gonna be a quick kill there. Again, taking a couple of rifles away, but I don't think Astralis really care all that much at the moment. It's 8-0 in favor of them, and yeah, I don't know. That mid control right now, we sort of talked about how some teams try and fight for it and some teams don't. It seems like Grayhound want to fight for it, but Astralis are there so quickly. It
seems, I mean, I'd like to say so, but it's a little bit of like a... It's not really like the strongest attempt we've seen at like mid-control from the CT side, is it? Like we've seen Gratisfaction jump out towards Catwalk a number of times with the op. That time was a jump out towards Underpass. They need to, if they're actually going to go for that, right? They need to get some bodies pushing up mid. Have that support in the back. Do a full take on the CT side. I mean, and it's weird because you know what they're afraid of, right? It's that Astralis is going to call some kind of a change because they've had mid-control and just go for like a straight A execute immediately, whatever it might be, and they're kind of afraid of that counter. But at this point, I mean, you got nothing to lose. You're down 0-8. Might as well just go for something. Be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, so brief timeout here to see if we can get things back on track. I think there was just a little bit of a hiccup on the server, so should be good to go in a couple of seconds, I believe. Now, I mean, I kind of wish they would do that too. I feel like they're the team, as far as I've seen them play so far. They kind of need to play like that, right? Like they don't do too well. Maybe with a stand-in as well. It could be pretty hard on the CT side to try and play your default, you know, defensively. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, at this point, you just need to kind of go for it. If you can't sit back against this, even the best teams in the world can't just sit back and let Astralis kind of dictate everything that happens across the map. So you need to try and have an impact. You need to try and have some kind of an influence on what Astralis can do and at least shut some options down to them. And I think Greyhound's going to have to buy here as well. They have players sitting around, you know, mid, like $35,000 to $4,000. Gratisfaction and Dexter can each drop an M4 over. It'll limit their utility, but you'll have a couple solid buys to help you out. That way you can have at least 4 rifles. And you kind of go from there, but you need to fight for some of these rounds down the stretch.
See if they're going to be able to. It's obviously an unbelievably rough start. 8 rounds, even if Astralis lost the next 7 in a row and it was 8-7, they'd still be shrugging and saying, all right, cool.
Yeah.
8 is enough on T-side Mirage, so no trouble whatsoever.
This is where the point that Chad brought up on the desk, though, that was, I believe it was Chad, that was a very good point, is if you're Astralis, there's no reason for you to take any risks. Like, you know, a lot of teams, you're up 8-0, it's Grayhound Gaming, you kind of know that you're going to win no matter what.
Yeah.
And you kind of, you know, play it a little bit fast and loose, and you let players kind of go for some highlights, some frag movie-style plays, you know?
Yeah.
Astralis isn't going to do that. This is still Astralis, so they're just going to say, you know what? We have fun winning, and we're just going to play standard, fundamental, smart Counter-Strike, and we're just going to win no matter what. So no point in letting them get back into it, no point in letting it get close. Just handle your business and move on to the next day.
I believe games should be going live in just a couple of seconds. Moses, what about a smart cap? Could you have that?
Smart cap, like a
smart belt.
Baseball cap.
Yeah, like a baseball cap.
Okay.
That's smart enabled.
What would it be, like like a screen on your hat that like gives information to other people?
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, but isn't that mean the smart hat is for the benefit of the people around you versus you?
Yeah, what if it broadcasts all of your thoughts directly on there, like
yeah, because that's LED a good idea.
Oh, he wants. Oh my God, he does it. Glaive had the advantage. In Gratisfaction, it almost looked like he was for a minute just sort of, you know, breathing himself up. He was, you know, taking a deep breath. Worked out just fine. That is the kind of kill you want. Now you've got a bit of a shot here. Minute and 30. I don't think Dick Stacey realizes how close they are. That could be scary.
Especially this kill on his Zipnix, just coming up the A ramp, able to take a duel. He knows the rotation away towards that B bomb site is going to give him the opening he wants. If he gets this one, it's round over. Already they're considering, he's going to burn, he's going to follow it up, and Zipnix might have just won the round. But here's Dick Stacey, only able to handle one, and Dupree putting Grayhound on notice. 2 swift headshots, and what can you really do about that?
He got the Molotov kill and the headshot on Catwalk. I mean, it's happened so quickly for Sip.
And this, listen, Zipnix is known, I mean, I hate the terminology, but, you know, if we're going to call him it, the support player where, you know, you're not the one kind of initiating action. You're not the one creating amazing things until it gets to a clutch. And you can see this is what makes Astralis so dangerous. Down that entire lineup, everyone can create something if needed. And Zipnix just marching up A ramp does everything for Astralis.
That's so outrageous. I mean, that one kill in the beginning A is enough already. That's good enough. The rest of it, that's just a little bit too much to handle. Dupree does go down eventually. Playing around top mid. Seems like Dick and Malta are going to have a shot at defending this B-bomb site. They've got a bit of a crossfire setup. And they're going to make the work go first time around. Dick Stacey taking down Glaive. That's the beginning. A lot of damage. Followed up on Maggie's keys. Almost out of it.
Oh, that's a great nade, though. Doesn't do too much damage. There's the trade-off. Zipnix is up next, and he goes down. Triple kill from Dick Stacey, jumping for the AK. He does get it. And Device is left in a 1-on-4.
Yeah, almost impossible to get out of this one. The bomb is all the way up there, and he's got so many angles, as you can tell, and taking a step forward, not necessarily going to help him all that much. Fates will take him down. That's a triple kill for Dick Stacey, and that's the first round for Grayhound Gaming, so not bad at all. Just winning that fight in the middle against Dupree, and then, yeah, good setup in that B-bomb site.
I mean, I think the bigger thing is, you know, the pick-off in middle. You eliminate that. This round it was Dupree who's the only one there, and that's what we were just talking about a few rounds ago. Be the aggressors and at some point dictate where Astralis was going to go. Obviously, they choose to get aggressive towards B, and you've kind of got them trapped in a funnel with one more kill. Astralis has nowhere to go except to fight forward, and by then you cheat the rotations. We'll see if they get the benefit again of some early picks. Glaive gonna lead the way. He's been able to get to this point multiple times with relative safety, but this time he doesn't have all the smokes over, and Gratisfaction with the AWP is gonna meet him. That might have caught Glaive off guard, dueling an AWP in that fashion.
Absolutely did. Another one coming in, that's Device down. Dupree's been with the AWP for Astralis over at the B side. Not really seeing any action, and there's another kill. Sip not going to be able to save them this time around. This is looking much better now for the CT side. And now it's all about saving the rifles. Make sure you come out with 4 or 5 alive in this one. Don't let Magus and Dupree just run wild with it.
Easier said than done, but certainly that is the goal. Preserve the economy from here on out. And you got to wonder how, I mean, hearing these footsteps Grayhound trying to figure out exactly where the attack is going to come from, and that's what might pull him into the open. But great utility usage in these choke points. Going to force Dupree out of any angle he wants to off. Smoke going to provide him some cover. Same for his teammate on Catwalk. And he's going to peer into that A-bomb site. It's Dexter who's got some trouble heading his way.
Oh, Dupree. I think he took a bullet through as well. Can shoot through the top of that box a little bit, so that's going to be annoying. Still waiting for it. Even slightly see through some of it, so now it's a 1 on 5 in fact, and not even gonna get any real damage in. Gratisfaction having a great round, triple kill overall. That's what we'd love to see. We all wish that it would have happened a bit earlier, you know?
Yeah.
Just that 4th round, that would have been the time to do it.
That round was a little bit helped out. Astralis playing way more individual, you could see. I mean, Gratisfaction, yeah, he had to spin around and get those 2 kills, but kind of every duel that was taken early on, even towards that A-ramp, I think it was Fates who got that kill, just one-on-one across the map. Missed Molotov from Dupree, that's awkward. And again, back to just an A execute as Astralis. They're kind of against the ropes in terms of their money. Plenty of rounds they've already gotten, though, so here we go. The aggression pop flash over. Glaive still gets it, and that's going to be tough to swallow for Dexter.
I was gonna say, at the end of the game, that's the kind of round you remember where you just, come on, man, we did the right thing. We had it all timed out. Glaive got the kill anyway, and now playing close range here with the AWP. No chances for any mistake. This has to work out. He's going to pick up one, but they're right around the corner, and they're actually not going to chase him down. He's still peeking with this AWP. One missed shot, and he's going to be dead, and you can see them playing with him. They line up for the kill, but it's not going to happen. Sip will take down Fates, and now it's all crumbling here at the bomb side. Dick Stacy and Malta left, and 2 on 3 as Malta gets the kill, but he can't really follow it up there. Malta now going to be all alone, 1 versus 3, and there's no reason why they have to fight him right now. Just leave him alone.
Yeah, nice fight selection from Device as well. Gets his attention as soon as he's fighting at him. He just falls away, and now he's going to finish it off. 2nd kill. Such a slow pressure applied to that A bomb site, and eventually Gratisfaction just gets nervous. I don't know if he thought maybe he pulled the trigger, he quick switches away. That gave him the opening they needed, because you could tell they had no utility. They were trying to bait out that one last shot to turn the corner, given a bit of a gift. 10-2. But Grayhound actually did a pretty good job in those 2 rounds they won of keeping players alive, so they had some cash to rebuy into this. There's the Molotov for the smoke, standing in front of it as well. No one appearing from Astralis.
I really like the way he's playing Gratisfaction. I just feel like he's playing an aggressive kind of AWPing against the best team in the world. I have to respect that. There are so many players that would be tempted to not do that. Somehow Devices managed to sneak into the A-bomb site. I don't know how Dexter gets that kill, but he does, and it's really great for them. Now looking a little bit better. Dexter does go down, but still a 4 on 3 here. If they just hold on and wait for the bomb, then they should be in a good spot.
Now here comes all the utility, though, from Astralis. They need to use this to cross over, and they're finding some kills. Dupree on a Gratisfaction. That's the AWP on the ground. Another Molotov. Faces up. Next they line up for, and he only gets 1. Dick Stacy has arrived, and Dupree spots him out.
More flashbangs being exchanged. Dick Stacy with the grenade. It's not really going to do anything. Flashbang to try and see if Malta could maybe make the entry. The bomb has been planted just now, and he gets crossfired between Magisk and Dupree. You could tell that he wasn't really sure where he was going to get shot from, and Dick Stacy might be in for the exact same run. Tries for the headshot. Not going to make it work, and Astralis somehow turned around in their favor. 11-2, and that might be the back-breaking moment right there. That's
so cool from Astralis as well. Even though they lose that fight in mid, it was a pretty decent crossfire setup with the AWP in the window room and the M4 inside of connector. So Astralis tries to pick up the AWP, gets dropped by the M4, but the other 3 players from Astralis are using that knowledge. Even in a losing duel there, they say, all right, we've got 2 players. That means their A defense is going to be a little bit weaker. We can really kind of take advantage of that and slowly break their way into the bomb site. And here comes a timing peak from Gratisfaction, and it's obviously not gone well.
No, it didn't work out, but like I said, we've seen it so many times in the past, whether it's Astralis or some other team that's on top, when some of the lower tier teams end up playing against them,
yeah,
they actually play way worse than they could, because there's like that fear factor of playing someone who's at the top of the world rankings. And ooh, that's a great headshot on Dupree. I like the fact that some of the Grayhound players aren't really doing that. There's Dick Stacy taking down Glaive, and the pistols haven't really worked out for them before. They do this time. Fates again with a kill. Make it a triple for him in the round. That's a miracle, and now it's just Sip left. 1 versus 3 and low on health.
There's no way that Zipnix is able to do this. That would be incredible. 7 HP, 1 low HP player. They could line up for him. They do. And Fates had low health, so almost put Zipnix in a position to have a one-on-one, but there was a flank coming in. It would have been tough. Great round from Fates. 2 kills with the Deagle. The recovery with the AK-47 for 2 more. That's well done.
Yeah, they needed that desperately. Just to have that buffer. Hope you win the pistol round. Hope you can roll it into something. And again, they're playing with a admittedly professional stand-in, still a stand-in. So
yes.
So we need to think about that as well in terms of playing the CT side, usually being a bit more difficult. Maybe they could do more on the T side. Roll Dick Stacy into one of those bomb sites and just make it work.
Yeah, he'll lead the way. Gratisfaction again, right around the edge of that smoke. Blinded. He's going to go for more. The flick is almost there. Yeah, you do like to see, finally towards the end of this half, getting some assertiveness, but equally Astralis is just like, you know what? We're going to come out of Palace, and we're going to send a lot of bodies there, and poor Dexter is made to look silly just by virtue of there's no one to really help him out, and so much attention being bought by Glaive in middle. And he's just delay tactics, just buying time. Look how many people are chasing after him. 3 people in mid to just find 1 UMP.
Yeah, they get the kill. That's great, but they've given all of the bomb side, allowed Stiff to get this far in, so that's a heavy price to play to get that UMP off of Glaive, really. And that's going to be the end of the round. 12-3 in favor of Astralis, and we are going to go... Oh, we're not going to go to Stunner after all.
We were going to.
Yeah, but apparently he was missing his Crocs, so he couldn't be on camera after all. I was excited for it as well.
I was too.
Do you think he's got like... Did they make like camo Crocs? Is that a thing?
I'm sure they have camo Crocs.
Yeah?
I'm sure they do.
All right.
I don't know if he's that cheesy. I don't know if he would do that.
All right.
I could be wrong. You
could be wrong. Well, I will do some investigation. We'll figure out at some point. I still think there's something there. I think it could work. We're in 2018, Moses. It's been a strange year.
Yeah, it has been.
It can only get better, really.
You'd think so. We'll find a way. Fate's the stand-in, 13 kills for Grayhound Gaming. On the other side, it's Zipnix leading the way, 17-7. But everyone doing good over there. Actually, it's Device who's down at 6-10. So, you know, not coming alive quite yet in this event.
No.
You worried at all? Does that scare you?
Not in the least. But I did make a crazy prediction. I felt like I had to.
This does seem to be your thing.
I don't know if it's not maybe that crazy, but I just wanted to see FaZe win the Grand Slam. So I had to pick them to win this tournament.
Okay.
So
I think that could be cool. I kind of want to see someone with the denial, and it's not, you know, any ill will towards FaZe. It could have been anyone that coming in here with 3 wins. I would just like to see them get to the final and then not win it.
But no ill will.
Yeah, no ill will. But could have been anybody.
If somebody cried when it happened, it'd still be all right with you.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal, especially if it was Astralis. I'd love to see that. Because you'd cry too.
Just a little bit. Oh, Glaive sneaking in, getting the kill on Fates. That's a big one. And Magisk, if he can hold the line, there's going to be trouble. Instant headshot. He will get taken down, but they've still got a good lock on this, and Dupree just has to play it smart. Wait for the backup to be there. He's going to go down to Malta, who seems to be really good at hitting some of these pistol shots. The bomb is down now. They will have taken care of him in the meantime. Still a 2-on-3. It's a P250 long range for Dexter. That might be exactly what they need, although Glaive, he snuck in that kill at the beginning of the round. He might just do it again. He does get caught. I don't know, ground Gratisfaction saw that, but he did coming out, and they're going to get one more kill. Dexter goes down. It's all on Gratisfaction trying to stop the bomb. Defuse it right in front, and they're going to get the headshot. They should have maybe, I think, just enough time for it. Device getting the last headshot in there, and yeah, they're going to be able to get a bit more time than I thought they had, actually. So, last second.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The birthday confetti for Counter-Strike's birthday.
I forgot about that too, Moses. Entirely.
That actually makes me so happy. I put a big smile on my face. Yeah, that was a nice retake from Astralis. There needs to be, I mean, there kind of was a little bit from Grayhound. There's that timing where you can notice those 2 players, it was what, Zipnix and Device, who were playing super passively while Glaive was flanking.
Yes.
When they're just kind of, you can tell they're buying for time when you're in that situation. You have to know at that point, something in your head has to be someone's flanking. Now, you can't always do anything about it. They did spin and were able to spot it out. Not really able to neutralize it, but nicely done from Astralis, buying time for the flank to come to fruition from Glaive, who had low HP. It's really all he had to do. This is going to be an easy mop-up, as the plant is going to, you know, allow Grayhound to get those AK-47s in a desperate situation. It's all they can really hope for is to win this next round.
Yeah, really playing the game on hard mode right now, Grayhound Gaming. Losing both the pistols, only getting the 3 rounds in the first half. This is a little bit rough, isn't it?
That's not been the best of times for them. It's okay. We'll see what they got on the T side. Like you said, sometimes with that stand-in as well, it's definitely going to be easier for them to coordinate here. They're just going to have to, we'll just see how many they can rack up. 3 to 14. Here comes the utility. Zipnik's pushing all the way up with the UMP. Gets shut down. Like the effort, but not a whole lot of tools to do it. Pop flash coming in, allows for the peek, and actually good trade in the favor of Grayhound. Nice nade work on towards Dick Stacy and damage, so he's softened up to find the equalizer later on.
That's the kind of beginning they wanted in a round like this. Very mid-centric right now for them.
Yeah, and it's well fought and well gained control of mid from Grayhound, even with the damage and the loss of Gratisfaction. The tough part is now Dupree on this flank, and I think he's going to read this and slow down. I think maybe Astralis is wise to this because it's quiet across the map. He's going to keep pushing forward anyways, but he's definitely aware it's possible they're watching the flank. They spotted him out. He goes for the repeak. Thought he might have played that a little bit differently, but a great find. A great call from Grayhound and just the poise to just wait across the map.
It's what we were praising Astralis for when they were on the other side. We said it's always a good thing if you have the time to slow it down. And Dupree, a little bit too curious.
It's also usually, I mean, the reason why it's so cool and a good thing to praise for Grayhound is because it's usually the inexperienced teams who, like, there is weird times in Counter-Strike where doing nothing is the best option. So it's cool to see teams just hit pause like that.
Glaive winning that second fight. They're so close, but it's falling apart due to one man. They had a flashbang, but they didn't really make it work. And now Device, the crossfire, taking down Dick Stacy, leaving Walter alone. 20 seconds, and Glaive will take that round right back.
Now, this is why inexperienced teams don't do that, because you get into that situation where you do everything right. You have a 4-on-2, you hit the pause button, and everyone kind of groups up after that much of an advantage, and you give Glaive 3 different one-on-ones. This is just too easy. There needs to be a trade here. And this is where, after the game, there's going to be a conversation, and someone's going to say, why did we wait so long that round? Why didn't we just take advantage of the fact that we got those kills so early on and go somewhere? But everything was right until you execute that play-up catwalk from Grayhound.
I mean, Glaive did peak right when the flashbang was in the air, so the teammate on the other side was sort of halfway looking away. The timing was godlike. Still, they are in deep trouble. 15 to 3, the flashbang is great, and Dick Stacy will pick up the 1 kill with the Galil. A lot of trouble here for Gratisfaction, and somehow he's still alive. The pistol eventually going to run him down, and now it's a 2-on-4, and it is pretty much all over. Fates is the last to go down, and then Malta to follow 16 to 3 in favor of Astralis as they pick up the first game of the tournament here. No trouble whatsoever.
Yeah, not missing a beat. That's a nice, easy reception for Astralis coming back from the vacations. That's what we've come to know them for. So just kind of clinical destruction. And for Grayhound, obviously, even if you're going up against the best team in the world, you want to put out a better face than that. And I think even they'll probably acknowledge they expected to have a better game. But no one's eliminated quite yet. We'll see them again later on in the event. Later on today, I think, isn't it? Maybe not. Should say these things.
No, you should really, you know. At the same time, I like watching your face as you do it. As you realize, I don't know how to walk
myself into a hole, and there's no way out.
I'd give you a hand, Moses, but it's way more entertaining than just watching it.
Yeah,
I think they would have expected more. They certainly had. I think they had the style to sort of do it, right? But they needed to win a pistol, and
obviously,
they needed Gratisfaction. He had some really great AWP rounds. Like I said, I was really impressed by just playing old chest out. But
it was the classic where like they realized that they could be aggressive, and they like too late in that first half, and that was when they started winning. You know, just those 2 or 3 rounds was when they were trying to find those opening picks they didn't go for early on in the half.
Wasn't really all that we were hoping for. Luckily, we still have we'll have one Australian with us for the whole thing.
We will.
We can't get rid of him.
The nice thing about that team too is like, since you have Dick Stacy on it, no matter what's happening in the game itself, you can go to a dick joke and it works.
They are always funny, so I actually appreciate that.
And the producer heard that and he's like, go to the analyst desk, quick. So we're gonna bring in Alex and the boys. How's it going over there?
You guys are insatiable.
Lowbrow humor, isn't it?
I know, isn't it?
It's early, it's like the first game of the tournament, and Jason's already pulling out the phallus jokes.
To be fair to them, he has got rid of the Stacy in his name in the kill feed. I feel sorry for anyone that has to cast that seriously.
He's just embraced it.
If they actually started to come back and he has to sit there and try and get hyped about what Dick is doing, I mean, it's a challenge. Richard, he'll have to be called Richard from now on. But either way, what a game it was from Astralis. It was kind of as expected. I think our analysts set up quite nicely, suggesting that, you know, every round would be a bonus. Grayhound Gaming were not coming into this as a team that perhaps could contest with Astralis, assuming Astralis were up to scratch.
They won 3 rounds, and 2 of which were from pistol upgrades.
Yeah,
like,
but this is one of them, right? And this is the other.
With Fates on the Deagle here, and that kind of puts it in perspective. These are the random rounds. These are the ones where people are playing balls out because they don't have the same restriction of utility. They're playing a little bit more loose. They find themselves in a position where the Ts or CTs, in whichever case, may not check, take advantage, get some cheeky kills, and win a round. That's individual brilliance winning rounds, not the signs of a team being able to, you know, put numbers on the board.
Yeah, we do actually have an opportunity to learn a little more about that game from a player's perspective, because Dupree has been grabbed by Stunner, so we'll get to hear from Dupree. Oh, in fact, no, we get to talk to him. I forgot. That's how it works. Hi, Peter.
Hello.
Hi, bro. So we're just talking, and we were suggesting that, you know, Grayhound Gaming, this was like the game where they potentially could have upset, because it's, you know, after a player break, first game of the day, we don't know what you've been on holiday, and hopefully you can answer some of those questions for us. What have you been doing with your 4 weeks off? What has Astralis been up to?
Like, basically, I think the most important thing was to get some time off and just get some time away from the computer.
Sure.
And in the first couple of days of our practice, we did feel that we have been away from the computer for like 3 weeks. But in general, it took a few days, and then we were back in shape, and we've been preparing pretty well for this event. And even though we faced off against Grayhound, which is not like the best seeded team here in the tournament, then we still took it as a really strong opponent, and we did all the work we usually do against every other opponent. So yeah.
I don't want to waste your time with questions about that match, because it was clearly just business as usual, but I want to delve into your mind and see how much information you'd be willing to pry out to us here. Obviously, you guys practiced against the top teams in the world throughout your little mini boot camp before coming here. Who's looking hot to trot?
Ooh.
I mean, the best team right now is us, so yeah, that's just how it is.
Well, who is looking like they could be the second best team?
That's nice.
I think MIBR is looking pretty strong. I think they have been showing some pretty good things, even though we only played them a few times. But I think they have also coming from the latest win, I think it was in Shanghai or something.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong, that's right. Yep. And I think that just gives them some motivation and some confidence. So I think that will help them in this tournament too. So apart from that, I think FaZe Clan, as usual, can always do damage if they show up individually. And I think they have been working out a new master plan to at least try and get the Insta Grand Slam.
If I could give you one question, a hypothetical, if you could either win the major or you could deny FaZe Clan winning the Intel Grand Slam, which one would you pick?
Definitely winning the major.
I thought you'd be spiteful and just do it because, like, we want to build the rivalry that you like hate Carrigan and that you guys like really don't get along and stuff.
Okay.
But
I'd pick both if I could.
Okay. Well,
maybe I can. I still have a chance.
Yeah,
to do
you still
so,
could do both. If you do both, I'll be very impressed.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much, Dupree. We'll be speaking more to you, I'm sure. But that is Dupree from Astralis, and he's going to be getting ready for their next game. But it's kind of business as usual, seems to be the phrase that you're throwing around. I couldn't agree more. It does feel like it's just Astralis, another day of
I hope everybody brought like new pens and stuff, and you know how you bring the teacher, you got to bring the box of tissues for the Kleenex for the whole year. Hope everyone's done that coming back. I'll definitely need my colored markers because, you know, the ink runs out.
Is that the same pen you've had for years?
My mum gave me like 5 when I left Australia.
And that's still going.
8 months ago now, so we're still looking good.
Okay, well, we were going to break down a round. Unfortunately, we don't have the drawing board working up and running just yet.
No, that's my bad.
But what is it you wanted to talk about anyway? Was there a particular round that caught your eye in this short game?
Jeremy, we thought that the first weapon round from Astralis was very interesting. So to just put the context, Astralis were up 3-2, so 3-0. They won the pistol. And this is a scenario where because Grayhound forced in the second round, Astralis know they're going to be low in utility. In the first weapon round. So what they do is they did an A execute with the regular smokes, regular flashes. But what I found very interesting was that after they smoked, they waited a lot. They waited, I think, at least 10 seconds.
As in like smokes are fading kind of thing?
Almost to the point where the smokes fade, because I think the thought process is they know Grayhound doesn't have the utility to fight back. They are not going to block them with Molotovs. They're not going to retake with smokes.
Yep.
So the only real solution that Grayhound has is to play aggressively, and Astralis were ready for it. I think the first kill for Astralis comes when a City tries to go through the smoke connector, and obviously they're going to have to do that. They know that they cannot play a school-type retake with the smoke, so they're going to have to resort to aggressive plays. Astralis is very aware of it, gets the first kill, and once you give them a 5 versus 4, it's pretty much business.
Yeah. Just
to add on that, this is where if you are going to be the CT team who does force buy and it doesn't pan out, you can't be so short-sighted to think that you are going to win that round guaranteed. You need to think when you get to the first gun round and you know you're going to have low utility, you know you're not going to have everything you need to work with. That's where you need a move of some variety, some kind of aggressive thing that's been practiced.
Sure.
One flash that's going to open up the round, one position, one little push that is actually going to give you a chance, because otherwise, if you're going up against a team like Astralis who know how to use their utility so well, they know the basics and they're going to do it and exploit you.
Yeah, and they did, and that's Grayhound going 0-1, and Astralis taking their first win to kick off the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters here in Stockholm. We should take a break though, and we do come back. Coming up after the break, we get to see none other than North make their debut performance as well versus Tai Lu. We'll see what they've been up to after the player break, see what the Chinese have got in store for us here in Stockholm after the break.